This lesson is going to take a look at how we can convert units using a method known as dimensional analysis. Even if you know a different way to convert units, this method of converting units you really need to learn because it's going to give you a huge advantage as you go into your science classes. The idea of conversion factors is we are going to use the units and divide out those unwanted units. What I mean by that is if I've got some fraction, maybe it's 57 inches over 1, and I multiplied it by this thing called a conversion factor, that's 1 foot over 12 inches. What I see happens is because I have inches in both the numerator and the denominator, I can divide out those units. And now I'm just left with 57 times 1 foot is 57 feet. Over 1 times 12, which is 12, and 57 divided by 12 is 4.75 feet. The idea here is that to get rid of a unit, we place the unwanted unit in the opposite location. Then we'll insert the numbers last. In the above example, you'll notice that that green conversion factor, 1 foot and 12 inches, are the exact same amount. So I'm really multiplying by the same thing on top and bottom. I'm multiplying by 1. It doesn't change the value. However, by putting those 12 inches on the bottom in the denominator, the inches we're able to divide out, changing us into feet. Let's do 2 examples of this. Let's start with taking 17.2 inches, and we're going to convert them to some number of centimeters. Starting with what I have these 17.2 inches. I'm going to make it a fraction by putting it over 1. And then we're going to multiply by a conversion factor. To set up the conversion factor, I think we don't want those inches. We want to get rid of inches. So to get rid of the inches, I have to put them in the opposite location. And what I'm going to change them into, what I want, are centimeters. Well, we can look up on a conversion sheet and find out there are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. Notice the numbers go in last because the units tell me where to put which number. Now the inches reduce out, and I can multiply across. 17.2 times 2.54 is 43.688, and our units left are centimeters. Let's try one more. Let's take 88 pounds and convert them to some number of kilograms, at least on planet Earth, where we can make a conversion between kilograms and pounds. So 88 pounds is what we have, so we take what we have and make it into a fraction using the units, 88 pounds over 1. Now I'm going to multiply by a conversion factor. The units I don't want are pounds, so they go on the bottom. What I want to change them into goes in the other location of kilograms. Then I can look up a conversion factor that 1 kilogram has 2.2 pounds in it. Now the pounds reduce out, and we can multiply straight across this fraction. 88 times 1 is 88 kilograms. Over 1 times 2.2 is 2.2. And I can divide 88 divided by 2.2 is 40 of these kilograms. The units really do all the work for us. So make sure you're using the units as you set up these conversion factors. And in our next video, we'll take a look at how we can use multiple conversion factors to make a conversion.